What up, peeps? What up, peeps? Wait for y'all to come on in here for them to show y'all. I'm on the live stream today. But happy Saturn's Day to the people. What's going on, y'all? We about to get into it. Wait for some people to roll up in here for a second. Y'all on Christmas vacation? Oh man, who was that? Afro Boy, thank you. King, who was that? King Tony, thank you. Nicole Tyson. Man, y'all coming in fast now. Damn. Trivia Red, wait, Trina Red, Mel. Who was that? But man, y'all coming in fast as hell. Y'all, damn. Canadian Kush, man. Rohan Mason, the Queen, Dee Dee Williams. What up, Will? You was wrong about Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna tell you that shit today too, nigga. Sekmek Unk, TVV, Faith Ford. What up? Mrs. Kemp, Mr. and Mrs. Kemp, excuse me, Indigo Skies. What is that? Shinzeria? Anubis? Let me get back to the top. Let me see. Where are y'all at? I'm trying to get to people who I forgot. All right, I got everybody up there. Focus Thoughts. Christopher Perkins. Roy Brown. What up, Rohan Mason? We got you. Patricia Rutledge. Oh, who was that just hit me up? Charles Walker. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, I am Mrs. B. What up? William Lumpkin. York GP. What is it? Some? Okay. What up, y'all? Y'all coming in fast. Faith Ford, I got you. Man, having a little eyesight trouble today, y'all, so I don't be calling out too many. I got to change up my contact lenses. What up, everybody? How y'all's doing today? Man, everybody's still flowing through. Nazarene X, what up? Jen Will, Trivia Red, I got you. Who was that? Dwayne Hutchinson, Nicole Tyson, I got you. Scotty Saturn, what up? Dragon Naga. What up, y'all? All right, y'all. Let me say everybody who's ordered something from the Know Your Rights. If you ordered your packages, I always know I send out the packages on Friday, so just hold on. It's Christmas time too, so just be chill. It's not probably, everything's slowed down. Excuse me, everything's slowed down by Christmas time, so just make sure y'all understand that. And just be patient, it'll get there. But it's gone. If you ordered something, it is out in the mail. All right. And if you haven't ordered anything, if you want the full police stop law package, we got the books, the cards, everything. You want all of this, everything in the package, the full package, constitutional rights cards. That's making Popo leave police stops right now. We're getting so much feedback about people using this. I appreciate everybody who's giving me the feedback. The testimonials. But if you want the police stop law package, get over there, order the Great Book of Melanin Research at realnagas.com. Order their hard copy, Great Book of Melanin Research, and you will get the full police stop law package. What is that? Chinzeria Anubis. Thank you. Appreciate you. So you have an interview with the Know Your Rights Foundation? That's right, coming up. That's what's up. We got volunteers, man. People are volunteering. Who was that? Oh, man. Canadian Kush, thank you. Appreciate you. You say waiting on your package? Don't worry about it. It's good. It's coming. It's since October 31st. Well, somebody probably stole that. If you had it October 31st, it was already sent out. Somebody probably stole it or it got sent somewhere else. Just make sure you hit me up with your email that you use for your purchase, and then we'll see what's up. But, man, so make sure you get over there if you want that. Volunteer, just as Shinzaria. She just said she has an interview on the 22nd. If you guys want to get down and learn the law for free, we're teaching you for free. We won't motivate you. Don't expect us to hit you up and say, yo, you doing this? You coming to class? And we're not doing that. You better be motivated when you come here. We're already expending enough energy to do this for free, creating all these platforms, these forms and everything that you got to fill out, these classes, all of these things that we're doing, certifications. So all that stuff takes a lot of time and work. So we're not gonna sit up here and use extra energy to motivate your ass. However, if you are motivated, you're a self-starter, you're a motivator, and you want to add to what we got going on, get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, and we will teach you the law for free. Everybody else, sorry, you gotta wait. If you one of them people that gotta sit around and wait for and have people to tell you what to do all the goddamn time, sorry, we'll holler at you later. that's just how that work. Make sure everybody, y'all go check out Timmy Tight Top at We Juice. I drank up all the juices. I had to find an old one back in the refrigerator. This is an old juice that I had sitting in the back of the refrigerator because I drank up all the other ones. But make sure y'all go hit up Timmy Tight Top at the We Juice, that OUIjuice.com. Make sure y'all get the cleanses. We're in the winter season, so y'all might be feeling a little of that influenza or something right now. So make sure you cleanse your body out. Get with that juice right there, wejuice.com, or get some of the nice sweet tasting juices and just drink them after you eat. You know, as a sweet drink. You know, that's surprisingly sweet, or the cool water. That's the watermelon one. That's both of those. Those are my two favorites. You know, you can check those out. But make sure y'all hit Timmy Tight Top up. Tell you got to contribute to the Tight Top Fund. That nigga's running out of money, y'all. You run out of tight tops. You gotta contribute to the Tight Top Fund. But appreciate that. And Shepherd Sweets. Now, y'all heard me talk about the sweet potato cake. Y'all been ordering the cakes. She hit me up. She said somebody ordered like 6 cakes. One person ordered 6 cakes from her. That's what's up. Appreciate you guys supporting. She sent a couple weeks ago. This is a couple weeks ago. She sent a red velvet cake. Yo, who's that? Roderick Rose. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Always good vibrations. So she sent us a red velvet cake. Now, I had this in the freezer. I'm waiting till I come off my cleanse. Yes. So I can eat this. You sent this at the wrong time as soon as I started my cleanse. But this has been in the freezer. It's going back in the freezer right after this damn live stream. But if you want to get over there, make sure y'all hit up Shepherd's Sweets. Can y'all see that? Shepherd's Sweets right there. Shepherd's with an S, not Shepherd. ShepherdsSweets.com. Make sure y'all get over there and get some of those lovely delectables that she has over there. She's making something called cake pops, y'all. If y'all never had that, it's a cake. It's a cake pop, like a lollipop, but it's a cake that you eat, man. And she can create all kind of designs out of it. Back before we started the Know Your Rights Foundation, we had something called Cop Stop Guardian, and we did a fundraiser. She made little police officer cake heads on a stick. It's like crazy. So check out, she's creative as hell. Make sure y'all check out Shepherd Sweets. She be hooking those sweets up. Don't be buying her out of the damn sweet potato cake, because I'm coming for the sweet potato cake as soon as I'm off this damn cleanse. You know what I'm talking about? Speaking of, dang it. Y'all make sure y'all hit up Dr. Russell, russellherbals.com. Y'all get this cleanse. I'm still in the middle. I ain't finished. Still got my bowel pocket. Still got to hit this up. Ran on after y'all. So it's right here, just waiting for me. But right here, Shepherd's Sweets. A lot of you people actually have ordered it. You ordered at least the colon cleanse. So somebody had asked me to how you do the bowel pocket drink. And so basically, you take it every 2.5 hours, right? You want to take the bowel pocket thing every 2.5 hours. And then at the end, you take the colon cleansers that you get with it. So at the end of the day, on the very last one, you take one in the morning, in 2.5 hours, you take the other bowel pocket. So all the way on. Then the last one, you take the colon cleansers with that at the end of the day. And goddamn, made me miss Comic-Con, Dr. Russell, but appreciate you, brother. RussellHerbals.com. Make sure y'all hit him up, all right? And then make sure y'all check out the homie Dom. This is Jazzmatics. He killing it. He got the pipey pipes, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the brother Dummy Dom. This is Jazzmatics. Also, make sure you pick up Jack Herrera. That's off the chain, too. The joint he did with John B. So, y'all know John B., the only white boy at the cookout. So, make sure y'all go check that out. Hit up the homie John. This is Jazzmatics with an X, Matix. That boy can blow, and he's coming out with more stuff in the near future. That's gonna be killing it. So make sure y'all go get hooked up with that brother. All right, y'all. Oh, really quick too. I put out the power of organization videos. I told you I was gonna do. I talked to you guys about organization at the end of the last live stream. And I don't know if y'all understand how powerful that, organization is. The concept and the ability to implement organization within the communities. You don't understand how powerful that is. I hope y'all, a lot of y'all felt me on that last one. But a lot of y'all, because organization takes work, y'all was like, oh, nigga, I'll get to that shit later. So I put out the organizational videos, the 2 organization videos. Those were parts of God classes that I had, and I broke them up because there was one where breaking down the science of organization. That's from the single cell and how cells form tissue and all the rest of that. So there's a bunch of breakdowns on that, videos on that. And then the second video is the power of corporations. And so that shows you once you come into that and you form these corporations, the power that these corporations have and the history of where they come from and all of that. You guys, if you don't understand that this is what you need to get down with, you're not going to be able to move and get anything done. No one will see you in this society if you're not organized. Do you understand that? How do you think the alphabet soup community has jumped ahead of melanated people so damn fast? That's because they organized. And that includes every other damn group or, whatever the hell you want to, race or whatever the hell you want to call them. They always jump ahead of y'all because they are way more organized. They are willing to get down and do the work and not be fighting over who's doing what and who's leading what and who's getting the money over here and doing all of that, which that all should be transparent. But once you have your position, you worry about your damn position and don't be trying to check over here for this person to do all of that and then be talking about, well, I'm doing too much over here. You do what the hell you need to do. So look at those damn videos, I love how y'all in here, y'all be giving the other videos, the live streams, y'all be viewing the live streams, but then when I give you some stuff like organization that teaches y'all, tell y'all got to buckle down and let go of the bullshit and implement something, nobody want to hear that. You know why? Because once you hear, you're responsible for knowledge after you know. So you just stay away from it. As long as I don't know, I ain't got to do nothing, huh? No, get your ass over there, watch them damn videos, learn how to organize, and put it together, put it to use, all right? Because you're not getting anywhere without this organizational shit. That's just a fact. Trust me. And I'm an Aries. I'm the least likely person to get with somebody and organize. Aries are loners. If y'all understand, Aries is the sign of self. we don't take shit. We don't really get down with most people. We're perfectly fine by ourselves as any Aries. That person, most people hate being alone. Not an Aries. We get down with that shit. So getting into an organization is not something usually that a person with my energy does. But again, I understand in order to grow and make something and make something flourish, that's what you have to do. You have to mimic nature and the organizational systems that come with nature. All right. All right, so real quick, man, I want to address this, and I ain't gonna say nothing else about this because I really don't give a shit about this damn topic. But a lot of people was butt hurt last week when I was talking about Kevin Samuels. So we're gonna talk about this shit just for a couple seconds because I really don't give a shit about Kevin Samuels. Nothing about him. Nothing about when he was live. Don't care about him after this. So just letting y'all know, I'm addressing this because I don't want people to think that, talking that the way that he communicates with people is the way you're supposed to communicate and think you're going to get anything productive out of somebody. So really quick, and the reason I know is because I'm a dude. I'm 18 aggressive signs. If you're talking about somebody who used to talk crazy, you're talking about me. So I'm coming from a place of knowledge and understanding. Not to mention, for my 25 years, most of my clients have been women. So I have counseled women for over 25 years, and on a spiritual level, not on some mundane level, on a very spiritual level. This is how long I've been into the spiritual game. So I just wanted to break down his communication style. All right, so a lot of people, you either love Kevin Samuels or you hate him, whatever. I really don't give a shit, honestly. But I just want to speak on how his communication style is and the way he used to come at people. Now, people say, well, he wasn't shitting on people. He was telling people what they needed to know, and they were coming to him because they wanted to talk. They wanted him to talk that way and all this and that. Absolutely. If you coming to him and you know he talks like that, that means at some point in time, you know he gonna be talking crazy. And so you're gonna have to deal with that. Some of them people though were looking for actual guidance on what to do in order to better themselves. And then when you talk and when you come at somebody and you're supposed to give them information, there's a way you can give information. You can tell somebody about their flaws without having to degrade them or demean them. And he did that quite a bit. He would talk about you a fat fuck. He would call people a fat fuck, or you a fatty, or this and that. He would say this type of stuff. Now he was doing that hyperbolic stuff because it helped get views. That's not, now again, you think that's the way he was on the street, talking about get your bitch ass off my, the way he would talk to people on his YouTube channel is not the way he was talking to people in real life. I promise you that, because if you talk to people like that, especially somebody like me in real life, you're gonna get choked. And that's the nice way. That's the nice way I'm gonna take your ass out, is choking you. That's me doing nice. Because there's 100 other ways I can take your ass out that hurt. Choking is the way to take your ass out when it don't hurt. So I'm just saying, you can't talk that way to people and think you're going to get something out of them, especially if you're out here and you're trying to get a goddess. The things he was telling people that they needed to do in order to become a high value man were mostly external stuff. You need to get a better job. You need to make more money. You need to lose weight. He asked the nigga if he had a big dick. All these type of things are external shit. Anybody knows a lot, and if you do know, a big dick doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get a good woman. That's gonna get you a woman, because if you have one, you also experience this. Sometimes that could be a problem. You having a big dick for a woman. A lot of times that's a problem. Trust me, I know. So again, these things are not fucking things that's gonna get you a woman. A woman, a true woman, a goddess who you want is going to be looking at your inner light. That's the value she's going to be looking at, not your external makeup of what you got. That's not going to attract a true goddess. And if you pull somebody talking to somebody, if you pull a woman talking to her that way, that ain't going to last that long. And that's not going to be a woman that you respect, a woman who lets you talk to her like that. Or and I'm talking about all the way around. Nobody needs to be talked to like that. If your true goal is to help build them up, you don't have to motherfucking degrade them and demean them and shit on them like that. You can tell them about their flaws without having to do that. So I'm that type of way, and I'm gonna let you know I'm the type of nigga who talk shit and talk crazy to people. I'm that nigga, and I'm gonna let you know this is how I understand that. I was in a relationship, and everybody's different. This is why I put up where's that book? I put up put the book away. Oh, here it is. So that's why I put up this book in the mean thing. This is called Sextrology, right? Because everybody's a different sign, especially men and women, and you manifest these energies differently. So I was with a water sign at one point, and me being a fire sign, you fire and water, exact opposites. So when we would get into arguments a lot, I don't like arguing, but if you pull me into an argument after I don't want to argue after a while, you're gonna get the flaming dragon. And so I would go off, right? After I'm trying to not argue with her for so long, then you would get the flaming energy, and then boom, we'd get into extra argument. So then after a while, and also when I got with this person, she wasn't into astrology or anything like that. So she was learning from the stuff that I was into, but I was also still learning. I was nowhere where I needed to be. And so I was an airbender and a firebender. I hadn't learned earth bending or water bending yet. So as she started to learn astrology more, she started to learn more about herself. And she came to me and she taught me something. She said, you know what? After an argument, she said, you know what? You may have been right in what you were saying, because I'm all on the logical side. And you remember, women are sensitive. Men are logical, women are emotional. They're the sensitive energy, for the most part. So she came at me and she said, you know what? I'm a Pisces, and I just learned this about myself, but I knew this. If you talk to me the way you talk to me, I'm only going to hear that energy first. I'm only going to receive that energy first, not what you say. I'm going to receive how you say it first. And that's kind of how it is for a woman. A woman, or they'll sense the energy first before they want to see what is formed at, because if the energy is off, they don't let it near them. Because remember, a woman is receptive. They're the receptive principle. So they have to feel that energy out. So if you're coming aggressive with a woman, she ain't gonna hear what you're saying at first, because she ain't gonna hear what you're saying after that, because the energy is crazy aggressive. So I had to learn, if I wanted to let her hear me, to get her to hear me, I had to come a different route. Because this going all off and bitch, move up, that didn't cut. All she felt was the energy. So again, trying to get somebody who, if you want to attract a goddess, talking to them like that, that's not going to work. You have to show them your inner light, and that's just embodying the energy that you want in your life. So if you want to fuck girl or thought or whatever the damn word is, the new word for the chicks are today, if you want somebody like that, put that energy out. But if you want a goddess, you're going to have to embody that energy. And no god talks to their goddess like that. They don't have to demean their goddess in order to get them to hear them. Even if they think that what she's doing is some wrong shit or she's doing some faulty shit, you don't have to talk to them like that in order to get them to hear you. And she will respect you more for being able to talk to her in a way that builds her up and not tears her down. So that's all I got to say about this. Really, if y'all really want to break down, y'all really want to get into that type of stuff, I suggest you go listen to Zoe Williams. Zoe has been doing this relationship shit far longer than anybody else, especially Kevin Samuels. He been doing this. He the expert on that shit. I don't deal with relationship shit because I ain't got time to do with all that bullshit. I deal with astrology, energy, all that type of shit. I don't deal with this. I don't talk about this a lot. But that's Zoe's wheelhouse. Y'all want to deal with that? Go to Zoe. Go watch Zoe Williams, the Voice of Reason. Listen to the Voice of Reason at night. That's what he do. Go get his book, The Shrouded Lighthouse. Go do all that. Hothead blazing. Appreciate you. So y'all want to deal with that? Because I only dealt with this today because I wanted people to understand. I don't want people to understand that if you talk, the way you talk to somebody is truly how they're going to receive your energy and the way you communicate it. So you can talk shit to somebody, but eventually, and that may get you somewhere for the second, but eventually that negative energy is not going to go anywhere. You want to build somebody up. If you want to be with that person, and you want that person to be the goddess who was on your side. I don't believe in the following shit. I'm not a follower, and I don't believe in people being following. You're a god, everybody's a god. I don't need nobody following me. I need a goddess of my strength on the side of me, right here. Another superhero right here on the side of me, mashing out. So that's all I got to say about that. You got some shit else to say about Kevin Samuels? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about this goddamn topic. All right? I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't give a shit about this damn topic. So that's all I got to say on that. And we about to move on. So real quick, December 21st, the solstice is coming. You got your rituals. So again, the one I do is I write down what I want out of the new year. So we're coming into where the sun drops down into 0 Capricorn, 0 degrees Capricorn, right? So this is where it says it drops down to the Southern Cross. This is why in Christianity you get Jesus died on the cross, because the sun drops to the Southern Cross in the hemisphere in the galaxy, right? So the Southern Hemisphere is called the Southern Cross, and it stays there for 3 days, and then it rises and it starts to move back towards the top, right? It starts to ascend, right? So that's the 21st is when it hits zero. So when it hits that 0 degrees Capricorn, this is a reset. You can do this every single year. It's a reset for that year, right? And then when the sun comes above the even plane, when it hits the vernal equinox, that's when you do another ritual to solidify it, to bring it in, right? So this one right here, this is to start the celestial year. You write down whatever it is you want to bring into you. You know, whatever it is you've been thinking about, boom, boom, it's been struggling with, whatever it is, you write that shit down. Think about it. Have it well thought out, too. You can have a big-ass piece of paper if you want, big-ass sheet of paper, whatever it is. But write it down, then fold it into you. Make sure you fold, because you want those things to come to you, right, from outside to you, right? So you can fold it into you, then fold it up, put it in a little piece of paper, burn it up, then take it outside, and then release it to the universe, right? Release that energy to the universe. And then you're going to commit the steps. You're gonna go about committing the steps that it takes to bring those things into your life. Oh, who was that? The original man. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. So you're gonna now, after that, you don't just sit back and think, hey, nigga, I did that, nigga. That was a beautiful note I wrote to the universe. Thank you, universe. Give it to me. That ain't happening. You gotta get your ass up now and start to put the physical energy out to the mental energy, the spiritual energy that you just put out to the universe. You gotta meet the universe halfway. It don't just come all the way to you. You put it out in the universe will say, okay. But that means you got to start moving. You got to start putting the physical energy out there. So whatever those things are, you write down the steps that you need to do and implement, and write them down. Boom, 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 boom. And then you implement each step a day or a week. And you're going to get closer and closer to whatever that is that you want. But you've already removed the physical obstacles in the universe by letting the universe know this is what you want. And then you released it. Again, non-attached, you released it. You told the universe what you want, and then you released it to the universe. And so it'll start moving these things out of the way for the things that you want. So, man, 21st, make sure you do that. And this will be the anniversary. It's crazy. This is the anniversary of when I did the 2020 video, the equinox video. That's actually how most of y'all know about me at this point, because that video kind of went mini viral before they, y'all. It went mini viral before they took it down and banned me on, well, not banned me, but suspended my account on YouTube for a couple weeks. But that was getting close to 200,000 views, and then they took that shit down. But it got out. A lot of y'all recorded it and you sent it to your family members and stuff like that. So I think we put out a lot of good energy, positive energy, to counteract the fuck energy that they were trying to put out. They were remember, every 20 years it's the super great reset. Now, the great conjunction. There's a Jupiter and Saturn conjunction that happens throughout those 20 years, but it's not the great conjunction. They come as close as they come every 20 years. So that's when you can truly have a reset, and you put out there into the universe, into the universe, what you want for this next 20 years. It's like creating your own reality. They always do that. They've been doing it. They've had complete control of this energy until last year, until we truly found out. Now, again, Caucasian people have known about this for a minute. I didn't know about it. And even I've been in astrology for a long time, and I didn't know about it till a couple years ago. So, then we started to find out, and we started to put out the positive energy, and you can see the repercussion of that, because that great reset shit they had going is not going well. Excuse me. It's not going well, man. So if you've been seeing information that's coming out about what they doing every goddamn day, all the Twitter files that's come out, we're gonna get into that in a minute, because they just released some more last night about how the government had subsidiary companies. They called Twitter a government subsidiary. Like, it was a subsidiary of a government. Y'all, if y'all don't know what that means, it's a smaller company of the giant company, right? So they were saying Twitter was a subsidiary of the federal government, basically just in there smashing on your constitutional rights. So we're gonna talk about that in a minute. But that's the solstice. That's the energy that we were able to grab hold to. So I put that video out on December 8th, 2020. So we had a good couple weeks to get ready and put that energy out before that conjunction happened. And I think throughout that whole year of 2021, we were putting out that energy, because you can see right now, their plan is, god damn, that shit is not going well, y'all. So shout out to y'all who did your diligence and did your rituals and put out that energy for this to go the positive way, and not the way that they wanted to pop off. But right now, we got another one coming up, y'all. Let's keep doing it. We got to keep the foot on the gas. All right. So those things that you want out of the universe, don't just make them selfish, make them collective, make this a collective thing, that we all come together to take down the big monster beast that's trying to enslave us all. Let's put that out there, because we're going to need each other to do that. We're not going to be able to be individuals and take that down. And that includes skin tone. You ain't going to be able to take down the big beast nigga by yourself. So we need to get together with mentally like people who are of like mind, and we need to do that. So put that out on your list of whatever you want. Now, Conversely, if you want something to go away from you, trying to get something out of your life, write that stuff down too. Then fold it away from you. I don't want this shit no more. Get the fuck out. So you fold it away from you. All the stuff that you want. If you're a procrastinator, you know, if you talk shit all the damn time, you want to talk less shit. If you know, if you don't take other people's feelings into account, you know, stuff like that. TVV, thank you. Appreciate you, brother. If you don't take other people's feelings into account, all these type of things that you want to get out of your life. If you got somebody's in there sucking their energy out of your life and not putting anything back, it's just a drain, a succubus, a damn leech that's attached to your neck and just sucking the blood out your neck. Put that motherfucker down on there too, male or female. Put him on the note. Turn it out. Set that bitch on fire. On fire. And get it out. Get it away from you. Get that lazy ass nigga off who's sitting up on your couch. Girl, you know who that is. Get that lazy ass nigga off your couch. Put that shit in the universe. And then you're going to have to do it too. You're going to be like, hey, you either got to get up and start doing something or you got to get the fuck out. And that includes women, whoever it is who's sitting back and sucking you dry. Put that person on that piece of paper, fold it up, boom, and then make sure that you do what you need to do to get that person away from you, and the universe will handle the rest. So I'm going to say happy winter solstice to everybody. I hope your rituals go great. I'm sure they will. That you have a lot of great things that you want to bring into your life, or you have a lot of fuck things that you want to get out of your life to prepare you for what you want to do in 2023. So whatever it is, you perform those rituals, all right? And then you call on that. Remember, it's Capricorn going down to 0 degrees. The sun hitting 0 degrees Capricorn. And that's the reset, y'all. So make sure you take advantage of that energy. Don't just let it pass us by. We need to get back with the ancient harmony that we once had, which is the harmony with the planets and the universe. So that's how we used to bring things into our life, and that's why we don't have those things right now, because other people are using that science and they tell us that it's fuckery, it's bullshit, it's the devil and all the rest of this type of stuff. No, it's not. That's our science. All right, y'all. So next thing, did y'all hear in Canada that euthanasia is the leading cause of death in Canada? All my Canadian people who watch, shout out to y'all, all my Canadian peoples. Y'all be hitting me up, asking me if the laws in America and Canada are the same. They're very similar, but not necessarily the same, so you do have to learn your laws. But for Canada, all my Canadian people, did you see? The euthanasia is the leading cause of death in Canada. So euthanasia, for people who don't know, that's suicide. That's assisted suicide, pretty much. Assisted suicide is when you go to the doctor and you say, hey, I'm good. Can you help me get the fuck out of here? I'm good. Fuck all this shit. I'm done. The doctor be like, hell yeah, nigga. That'll be $75,000 to take you up out of here. Excuse me, who was that? Malcolm Charles. Thank you, brother. Yeah, we're gonna charge you $75,000 to kill you. Is that good? You got insurance, right? Okay, well you ain't gotta worry about it. You gonna be gone. Shit. You be like, hell yeah, nigga, 75, I don't give a fuck. You sign right on the dotted line. And they are killing people at a crazy rate in Canada, to where that's the leading cause of death, them helping you die. What is that for? What is that for? Population control. It's all in the plan. Agenda 2030. They got to take as much niggas out as possible so that they can get this little control hub. They can't control all of y'all. There's massive resources, enough resources to feed everybody, for sure. It's not a resource thing. It's a control thing. We can't control all you damn roaches running around this bitch. We gotta put out a few roach motels for you niggas. Who was that? Reese that, was that Reese that girl? Thank you. They putting out some roach motels. What's that? The fog thing. If y'all had roaches, I used to have roaches when I was a kid, so I had all that shit. Yeah, the foggy fog, the you know, the decon fog thing. You got to leave the house for about 3 hours and you let that shit. Shh. They need to take all you roach ass niggas out of here, man. You're eating up too much of the stuff. You're using too much of the resources. That's what they tell you. That's not true. But you are using resources and not giving back to the universe, not giving back to the earth. So that is most people in the world. You are, you know, you're using the resources without replenishing the resources. So that's the thing that we need to learn. We need to be able to do, but that's not taught to us. That should be taught to us from when we're in home. When we're in the home, you should be taught how to live harmoniously with the earth. This is what our parents need to teach us, but they've lost that science. So many sciences that we've lost, and you know, that take us out of the harmony with nature, out of harmony with the universe, that we need to get back to. So science of astrology, that's one of them. You working with the celestial bodies in the universe, but also you working with family, the celestial bodies within your family, that energy, organizing that energy. So they trying to take out niggas. I told you last week they had commercials to kill you. And it must be working. Them commercials must be off the chain. They be like, nigga, they must show the Elysian field or heaven. They must show it in the background like, nigga, you wanna go here? Huh? You see heaven? Shit, nigga, all you gotta do, sign here for $75,000. That's all. You ain't gotta pay it. Your insurance company gonna pay it. But you see that right there? That's waiting on you. That is waiting on you, my nigga. All you gotta do, sign right here. Them commercials must be off the goddamn chain. So the leading cause of death in a country is niggas who ask to die. What the fuck is going on in Canada? And Canadians, y'all need to be asking that same thing. So, next, because we're going to get into the population control thing. Oh, who was that? Man, Fatima C, thank you. I appreciate you too. So, Terrence Howard, you see the homie Terrence Howard, he said he quitting acting. But I love why he said he's quitting. Did y'all hear? Terrence Howard says he is quitting acting because of the feminization of men. This is a real thing, y'all. It has been going on. I've been talking about it for a minute. They have something called the MCU, where they've replaced all the male superheroes with female superhero characters who didn't have to earn their superhero powers. They just became superheroes and they were automatically just great because they were women. Then all the strong males, they're either stupid, they're either the bad guy, or they're gay. Not in the superhero movies yet, but there's been some gay stuff in the superhero movies, but that's only with the women. But in other movies, when you see men in the movies now, they're either a soft ass dude who has to bow down to a woman, who take orders from a woman. They either evil, they're the bad guy, or they're gay. And so Terrence Howard's like, I'm not with that bullshit. Fuck that shit. I'm not. He's old school. Terrence Howard is old school, and he not dealing with that. So, shout out to Terrence Howard for sticking to your guns and not accepting these roles that make you project this feminine male image to the community, especially your own community, which does not need that image within our community. We need strong black males. And speaking of that, I don't know if you guys remember, y'all might not be old enough to remember this, but my hero back in the day, which is why I got a bald head and a goatee today, is from Avery Brooks. Y'all don't remember this. There was a there was a show called Spencer for Hire. Back in the, I think it came out in 1982. If you're old enough, you remember this. Spencer was set in Boston. A lot of racists in Boston. So Spencer was a private eye, and you know, they would use, and Spencer had this his friend, his partner that he would use, you know, not use, but that would help him on his jobs, was this dude named Hawk. Now, do y'all remember Hawk? Hawk was the hardest nigga on TV, for sure, by far. He was the best role model for black or melanated males that you've seen on TV. And I don't think you ever seen one since then. Hawk was smart. He was articulate. He would beat your ass. He didn't take shit from nobody. Like literally nobody. They would do racist shit on the show. He would come back. He would smack the nigga. I mean, Hawk was the hardest nigga on TV. Carried around a big ass 357 Magnum. And he would talk, hey, Spencer. He would talk to Spencer like Spencer. He did not play. So then they gave him his own show. He was actually the hardest dude on Spencer. So much so that when they canceled Spencer, they gave him his own show. Like, hey, nigga, fuck Spencer. Nigga, you the real nigga on the show. You want your own show? Okay. And made him A Man Called Hawk. Frederick Whitaker, thank you. So that was my dude right there. That was the strongest melanated male you ever seen on TV. You haven't seen one as strong since. And when they showed, if you go watch Spencer, you'll see why. The stuff that he did, it was one episode where he went to talk to some rich Caucasian people who were some murderers. And he was talking to them, and they were swimming in the pool. And Hawk asked them something about, was he interrupting them or something like that? And then the white dude and the Caucasian dude was like, "Do you swim?" He asked him if he swam, and he said, "Well, go ahead." He said, "Go ahead and take a dip." He says, "I can always drain the pool and scrub it later." Meaning, nigga, I'm not gonna swim after a nigga. I'm not gonna get my skin in there after a nigga. I can always drain the pool and scrub it down later. I can scrub your blackness out of it later. Towards the end of that show, have you ever seen that episode? Towards the end of that show, when he finally came for him, and he ran him down. They were trying to run away in the car. He ran him down out the car, and he jumped out the car. The girl who was with him, she tried to shoot. He smacked the gun out of her hand, and he said, "What you say about your pool?" He pimp slapped the shit out of that white motherfucker. He's like, "What you say? What was that about your pool?" Like, yeah, bitch. So shout out to Avery Brooks. Damn it, you was the strongest black male in Hollywood. Damn it, in the 80s on TV, and ain't been one since. So that's why Terrence Howard is leaving, because you ain't gonna have nobody like Hawk no more on TV. Can't do it. You can't do it. Hawk didn't give a shit. Hawk did not play, y'all. So shout out to Hawk, the last great black superhero that was on TV, because he was a real superhero. This nigga had money, and he earned. He didn't steal it. This nigga was earning. Nigga was smart. He was an activist. He was an activist for Africa. Nigga wore his kufi and shit on the show. I mean, nigga, shout out to Avery Brooks. And shout out to Terrence Howard, because you are not perpetuating this feminization of men energy that's going on in Hollywood. Shout out to you, brother. And now, so did you see the White House? So this is getting on and what we getting down into. So you seen the White House painted in the rainbow colors? The alphabet soup. Did you see it? It was painted in the alphabet soup colors. Because Biden signed the marriage equality bill. He signed something called the marriage equality bill, right? So basically expanding powers or things for, gay marriage and stuff like that. And so when he did it, he signed it. Did you see all the damn drag queens at the damn White House? This shit is ridiculous, y'all. Not 10 years ago, just 10 years ago, when this nigga was on Meet the Press with Tim Russert, he said that he was completely didn't know we can't There's no gay marriage and this and that, and we have to stop this type of stuff and boo boo boo. Now, 10 years later, this nigga president, this nigga is hosting he was hosting the alphabet party. This nigga the guest of honor. They got a fucking special wig and dress for this nigga in the back. Cause you know that nigga with that shit. That's why he ain't really tripping. His true community is starting to gain some light. And so he wanna push that on. Yeah. You wanna help slide that on out to the public, because that's what that nigga Biden really about. He's with the fuckery. So, rainbow-colored White House, y'all. That's what y'all got. Rainbow-colored White House. And then he also said that he was pushing for what they call the gender-affirming surgeries, but it's really child mutilation, where they're cutting off the healthy breast tissue of little girls and shit like that. This is getting crazy, y'all. And I told you in this book, The Naked Communist, go out and check this out, or you can just look up the 45, I'm gonna show you the 40, oh shit. So the 45 goals of communism, you can just look that up. But number 26, can y'all see that? Number 26, present homosexuality, degeneracy, and promiscuity as normal, natural, and healthy. This is the order. These are ways and steps that you need to do in order to bring a country in close step or in connection with communism. Promote homosexuality, degeneracy, promiscuity as natural and healthy, right? So you got all these men in the White House dressed as women on some perversion shit, right? Now, a lot of people, this movement, this super movement that we have going on, Conceptual Elixirs LLC. Thank you, brother. Make sure y'all check him out. If you got the elixirs, make sure you Google my brother. Put your information in the chat, man. If you got the dope elixirs. This energy that's being put out, by the alphabet soup community, it's really a masculine energy. It really is really masculine. It's mostly males who are doing this. Most drag queens or drag people, say they even call drag queens, are men. Are they not? Most people who are on the trans, who are really pushing the trans side of the game, you do have women who believe they're men, but it's mostly men who want to be women. So to me, it's another way for the patriarchal energy to keep on going when they see a shift happening, when it's moving towards away from the imbalance of patriarchy towards a more centered energy of masculine and feminine, but they want to keep that energy, or they want to bastardize and usurp that energy because they see that on the rise. Because I haven't seen, so the reason I'm getting on this, because in Texas they just had what they call an all age drag queen show that they just had in Texas. This is on tour. I don't know if you've seen the clips of this, but you don't want to see the clips of this shit. This is ridiculous. So at the drag show, they had these little kids. These little kids was at the drag show, and this dude's walking around. He had fake breast on, and they was walking around, and he asked the little kid if the little kid wanted to suck his fake breast. He's like, "You're looking at my fake breast kind of close. Do you want to suck them?" And he's talking like this to a child. Then he turns around and he shows his asshole, because he got on some type of bikini shit. So he turns around, bends over, and shows his asshole to the crowd, which many children are in the crowd. Now this is a man. So again, they're trying to turn drag queens into an identity. They're trying to say but it's not. You're not an identity. You don't identify as a drag queen. It's not a person. It's not a person. It's something that you do. It's an activity. But they're trying to make it into an identity because when you make it an identity, then you can't attack me under this identity. Y'all better get with the game out here. It's called label, then identify. This is the name of the game. First, I label it something. I label whatever it is, groomer or whatever, or that's what the other side names this stuff. But they also have homophobic, transphobic, anything type of phobic on the end of it, right? Super right wing this or whatever. All these labels that they have towards you, anti-veer, anti this. These are all labels. Then once they slap the label on you, then they can slap the identity or a made up identity that comes with that label. This is the name of the game, because then you can't escape it. No matter what, they don't have to deal with any points of argument after that. Once they label you and then slap an identity on that label, then they don't ever have to deal with any points in the argument ever again. All they have to do is say, boom, anti this, anti Semite, anti V, anti this, anti trans. Boom, that's it. And then the dumber people who don't investigate anything, they don't do any research. They'll take that damn information and think just because, well, you must be bad if 50 million people are coming after your ass. You must be in it. You must be evil. So then you're labeled and branded as that. That's the name of the game. Label, identify, right? And then brand. So that's what they do to y'all. That's what they do to most of the world when they want to get something over and they don't want to have to explain anything. They just label it, right? So I don't like, so again, this being a masculine type of energy, I don't see any women in drag shows, any women trying to be men and putting on fake dildos and inviting kids and slapping little children in their face with fake dildos or doing that type of shit. I don't see that. You know why? Because this is a masculine energy. Only men really want to be out there fucking every goddamn thing. That's a masculine energy because you're supposed to ensure life. So men want to be out here fucking everything. That's a masculine type of energy. So for you to see everything mostly sexual, that's a masculine energy. I know females want to have sex too, for sure, but mostly that's a masculine thing. For them to sexualize every goddamn thing, it's ridiculous. And everything to degrade into that. And they're getting the children. They want to indoctrinate the children because they know you niggas gonna die the fuck off. In about 20 years, this little nigga gonna grow up, this little 7-year-old nigga gonna be 27, and he gonna be dancing around the goddamn stage in a dress and fake ass titties. That's what they're trying to do. So you have to get back to the children. Take them out of schools. Start looking at what they looking at. Yeah, what you looking at? What you looking at on that goddamn, on the TikTok and the Instagram and the InstaChat with all that bullshit? What are you looking at? Yo, it's 300 some people, 600 some people in here, only 300 some likes. Hit the damn like button. Take your shoes off before you enter the house. Come on, y'all know the rules. That's hitting the like button. So, like I said, you don't see this mostly coming from the feminine energy, even though they are engaged in, in that community. Mostly the expression of it is coming from the masculine side, the trans women, which are really men, or the drag queen side of the game. Yo, Antoine Ellis, thank you. And Dion Spivey, thank y'all. Everybody hitting that super chat. Thank you guys. So this is where you see this energy coming from. So this is, again, get back to the children, everybody. I don't have children, so I got to implore you to get to the children. I could easily not give a damn because I don't have any. And so, but we can't let the world devolve into this. There's evolution and there's devolution, everybody. You have to understand that. There's not only moving forward, moving on does not mean we're evolving. There's also something called devolving, and that's what's going on with society right now. This is actually the downfall of America. America is losing its power as the superpower. It's not going to be the superpower in the next 10 years. So the ship is sinking. And it starts with stuff like this, when the citizenry starts engaging in fuckery and not dealing with what's important, which is the building up of the country. So, but when that happens, whenever some bullshit happens, that always leaves a door open for some good stuff to happen. So if you have been oppressed by America in the system for so long, then that means when this shit falls, be ready to pick the shit up. So get out there and learn the game. But let's stop this debauchery that's going on, that's trying to take over the mind of the child, the innocent spirit of children. They're trying to corrupt it. A child's spirit is just innocent. They don't see good or bad or any of that type of shit. All they see maybe is fun. If this dude is in front of them, he's dressed like that. All they see is dress up. They don't know what this man is trying to do or what his energy is going to do to them psychologically in the future. They just want to have fun. They're a kid. They want to have fun, and they know that. So they're preying on the children with this shit, and it's a reason that they're allowing it everywhere. It's distraction. Brittany Griner. You think they're they trade for a melanated gay woman when you got other prisoners over there who served soldiers, who served America, but you letting this chick out? So this shows you there's an agenda to this. They need to push this. They need to push this information or this philosophy forward, because it's not really. I mean, it's not really philosophy, but this this indoctrination. They need to push this forward in order to keep you, again, they need to keep you meek. They need to keep the masculine energy down in the world. They just took down, they about to redo Superman. Superman, so if you saw Black Adam, right? Black Adam was unapologetically masculine male, that's what was dope about the damn show. It was no feminine fuckery on the male in that movie at all. Shout out to The Rock for that. Straight came with the masculinity. But now they're flipping over the DCU and they're taking out. So this new dude was put in charge of the DC universe, movie universe, right? So his name is James Gunn. He's the one who directed Guardians of the Galaxy. So they gave him total power over at DC. So he basically went in there because Henry Cavill, this is a spoiler, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so in Black Adam, at the end of the movie, Superman comes in, right? Henry Cavill, Superman, he comes back. So basically he was supposed to come back and they were supposed to give him another Man of Steel movie, right? This dude becomes head of DC. He comes in and he crashes everything. Now you got two masculine dudes who portray these roles, in Henry Cavill and Dwayne Johnson, right? And they were supposed to make a movie where they fought, and they were supposed to go head up. That was supposed to be the ultimate movie, where Superman and Black Adam was supposed to go head up. Now they took them both out. They took the two masculine dudes out, and they about to put in two bitch ass niggas in these roles. Probably not even about to do Black Adam no more. And the new Superman is gonna be some young bitch ass nigga that they put in the role, right? Again, the feminization of men. James Cameron, who just made the Avatar. I just saw that yesterday. I ain't gonna give you no spoilers on that. But the dude, you can see his philosophy. He said testosterone is a poison. Testosterone is poison that you need to get out of your system. What the fuck? So you can't even be a man anymore. Just a measured man with measured aggression when you need to have aggression, because it is needed. They act like this shit is not needed. It absolutely is needed, or people will take advantage of you. And that's on a low scale. At the higher scale, they'll kill you. So aggression is needed in order to fight off when somebody's trying to come at you and take advantage of you. But boom, no, that's not needed. So this is Hollywood now. They are trying to feminize men in order to, again, this is what you see. Again, what you take in a lot of times is is what you're programmed by. So fuck Hollywood, fuck James Gunn, you bitch. Taking out Black Adam. Black Adam was dope. He went in, he just smacking the shit out of people. He didn't give a shit. Yeah, I'll kill you, nigga. I'll kill you. That was Black Adam. So shout out to Black Adam. I missed that shit. Then we go. Now, did you see there was a new study? Now this is crazy. There's a new study that shows. Now this is they said this is definitive, y'all. This is a definitive study. This is what I heard. They said that people who don't have the cupcake are more likely to get into car accidents. Holy shit. You more like if you ain't cupcake, you probably gonna get in a car accident. That's what they said. You gonna get in a car accident and crash and fuck your shit up. So, all you uncupcake people, make sure you wear your seatbelts because apparently the cupcake puts a barrier around your whole car. That when you driving, you just swerving in it. I mean, you ain't gotta do shit. It's better than fucking Tesla. The hokey pokey is better than the Tesla Navadrive that they have on that shit. The auto drive. This shit, you won't even get in an accident? What? Holy shit, nigga. Got that nigga, I'm in line right now, nigga. I'm in the line 8 times. Shit, now I'll be traveling all over the goddamn country. I'm gonna need some extra protection when I hit that damn highway and go interstate. So give me, nigga, hit me up, nigga. They're all over the place, nigga. This is absolutely fucking insane that they would tell somebody that. So, you see the push is still on to get y'all cupcaked. It's not gonna stop. They not stopping it. The push is always going to be on to get y'all cupcaked. And that's because they've been planning that for over 20 years. That's their implementation program for the Great Reset. This the fear program. Yo, Furious Daps. He said read that article and thought this had to be a satire, but nope, not a satire. Nope, they wasn't joking. If you get hokey pokey, the hokey pokey, and you turn yourself around, that's what it's all about. You get that hokey pokey, you got a goddamn protective barrier around you when you in your car. They didn't tell it, they should have advertised that. How they didn't advertise that when they first brought the shit out? Nigga, fuck COVID, fuck all this shit, nigga. If you get hooked, you get cupcake, you can't get no car accident, nigga. What? Nigga, everybody would have got it. Every single person would have got that shit if they brought that out at the beginning. So, that's bad marketing, guys. I'm just saying, that's bad marketing. Y'all should have brought this out 2 years ago. But they're telling you now. So, if you ain't cupcake, make sure you wear your seatbelt. Because apparently, this is some fuckery, y'all. But it's going down. So, moving right along, they basically, did you hear about that they found, or America, they said America, sorry. They said America has supposedly found fusion energy. They basically, they didn't find it, but they've found a way to make it work. Fusion energy, right? Excuse me. So if you guys don't know what fusion energy is how you get the sun. So slamming particles into each other really fast. So the energy that's created by them coming together, boom, you want to harness that energy. That's how the sun is created. We got hydrogen atoms that are slamming into each other so fast that they create helium, and that energy explosion ignites the helium, and that's how you get a big ball of fire, right? Yo, what up, 50-year journey? Thank you. He said, now that's funny. Cupcake. Excuse me. Cupcake them dummies. So that's how fusion, and that's how you get the sun. Hydrogen slamming into hydrogen particles slamming into each other so damn hard that they create helium molecules, and that helium, by the explosion energy, is ignited into fire, right? So that's what's happening. Now, what they've said is they recreated that. They've been trying to do that for years, right? With hydrogen from water. They've been trying to take the hydrogen molecule from water, from like seawater, and recreate the sun, the energy of the sun, right? That's what they've been trying to do. So they said they did it. Basically what happens is they've been trying to do it, and every time they did it, it would take more energy to create the explosion than they got out of it, right? So basically what you want, in order to make this viable, you have to get more energy out of the experiment than you put into it, all right? So finally they did it. They said they created this fusion energy, and it was the Americans supposedly did this, and they created fusion energy, right? Now they act like they said, no, it's gonna be a while before. Now this is supposed to be big, right? This is supposed to be the greatest thing that you ever seen. This is gonna, it's non-toxic. Basically, it's environmental. It doesn't create any carbon, any of that type. It's free energy, but clean. That's the word I'm looking for. Clean energy. It's free energy, but it's clean energy. That's what they want you to know. It's clean energy, right? Now, if you know anything about history, you know that Nikola Tesla came up with free energy 100 years ago. He said, nigga, everything you want, all the energy to power the whole world is all around. He's like, there's enough energy in this cubic space. This is what he would say. There's enough energy in this little cubic space to power the world for a year. And it's everywhere. All the free energy is everywhere. He would show you how he could just put stuff in the ground and create free energy, right? Off the fields, off the magnetic fields and shit like that. So free energy was created a long ass time ago, but they don't need that because they can't use that. Free energy is just like they said, free. You can create the device to harness free energy for very cheap, very little. Matter of fact, a person who's done that was the brother that we talked about, Maxwell Chikumbutsu. Y'all remember that brother? The African brother, Maxwell Chikumbutsu. He created the radio frequency power thing that he had. It was like some type of radio frequency battery. So if you look on YouTube, he has videos where he's powering a TV with no cord or anything like that. Or he's given a presentation. So he's basically made a giant version of it. And he was giving a presentation in this church that had no power. It was supposed to be completely black. He powered the whole church with this one little box that he had. No wires or nothing. All the lights, everything in the church. So this brother got free energy right now. And they talking about some goddamn fusion energy. This dude, Maxwell Chikumbutsu, he not even a college graduate or nothing like that. He just downloaded this shit into his melanin from the universe because it's in his genes, it's in his DNA. All of this information has already been uncovered. They're not uncovering anything. Go look at your ancient ancestors. They've already dealt with this. That's how you think they built the pyramids. With free energy, levitating bricks and shit like that. They understand that this is energy all around. This is information that has been lost, and they want to try and come back. Oh, yeah, we got it now, y'all. You don't need to recreate the power of the sun. All the energy that we need literally is everywhere, all around you. So that was proven a long time ago by Tesla. Then they smoked him and took all of his equipment. They took all the shit, all the Tesla stuff. Then hid all of the information because, again, if you understand the wars that was going on back then, you had what's your boy? Not Thomas Jefferson. What's the dude? Thomas Edison. So you had Edison and Tesla, and both one was on. You had the war between alternate current and direct current. And so you have alternate current is how you use everything now. It's called AC, right? But everything was on direct current back then. And direct current, Thomas Edison was funded by J.P. Morgan. And so when free energy was brought back, Tesla brought free energy back and tried to introduce this shit. Actually, Tesla, I think, got money from J.P. Morgan too, because they thought he was gonna produce something that they could make money with. But when Tesla came back, it was like, yo, boom, free energy. J.P. Morgan was like, nigga, if you don't get that shit off my desk, nigga, we can't make no money out of this. Hey, nigga, Edison, what you got, my nigga? This nigga crazy. What you got? This motherfucker lost his damn mind. Nigga, I ain't fucking fund your shit so you can tell me that we can give niggas energy for free. How the fuck I supposed to make money on that, nigga? Huh? Hey, Edison. Hey, brother. So that's what happened back then. And then the government smoked him and took his shit. But free energy is here. This new technology is here. So just, you know, the world is going to change within the next 10 years. It's going to change drastically, y'all. Watch. You are in the mix of it right now. The world is going to change drastically in the next 10 years. Just with all the mental stuff that's going on. Them trying to flip and tell you that the sky ain't the sky is the ground, and white is black, and this and that. They trying to tell you everything. Girls are boys. They really trying to flip everything. Just on that alone, the world won't be the same in 10 years with the introduction of that doctrine and those philosophies and the allowance of that shit to take hold within society. Just that alone. But we're talking about technology-wise, you know, the celestial energy that's going on. The earth is flipping and changing its energy, moving into what's called a sun cycle. You guys don't know about that. So the world, man, we are changing like crazy right now. And so this free energy stuff is just right in the line of that. And they're trying to make you think that they came up with this shit first. Clean, free energy. No. Had that shit all the way back in ancient Kemet. Then, excuse me, Tesla rediscovered it, because he didn't discover that shit, just so we know. Just want to make sure we're clear. Tesla didn't discover nothing. This nigga rediscovered the shit that the ancient Kemetans and shit was on back in the day, when he talked about the science of the 3, the 6, and the 9. And if you master the science of the 3, 6, and 9, you will master the universe, the secrets of the universe. But where do you think that came from? The 3, 6, and the 9 was already known in ancient Kemet. You can see that within the building, the numbers, the geometry that they built. Those numbers are crazy, evident and prevalent in the geometry in the sacred buildings that they built. The 3, 6, and the 9. So that's already been here, y'all. We've already had that damn knowledge. It ain't new, but they just trying to make money off of it. But we need to get behind that brother, Maxwell Chikumbutsu. If anybody know him, if y'all got a link to him, please hit me up. I want to get in touch with that brother. So 6 degrees of separation. However y'all got to do it, whoever can find a way to hook me up with Maxwell Chikumbutsu, I need to holler at that brother for sure. All right, because that brother's the future. If y'all don't know, he said they tried to kill him during the Pandeezy. They tried to give him the Boogie V. They tried to give him the Boogie V. He said before that, though, that he was in fear because he had gotten death threats because he was trying to give this shit away for free. This was going to shut down all the damn power companies in the world. You think they want that shit to get out? This nigga can give you energy for 25 cents? When they trying to charge you all the damn money they charge you? Hell no, they didn't want this shit to get out. So, Maxwell Chikumbutsu, holla at me, man. Holla at me, brother. So, then, did y'all see? I think it was last Monday did it happen? I think it was Monday, because we didn't talk. We could have talked about it on the show, on the Zoe show, but we didn't see it. But I saw it. I went home and saw it. I'm talking about your boy, Fannin Thorpe and Skip. Did y'all see it? Man, karma is a bitch. ain't it, Shannon? You out here talking about Kyrie and all this and that bullshit. You shitting on Kyrie. Where your army at? Nigga, where your army at, bitch? Where your army at, nigga? Because Skip made you look like a complete bitch-ass nigga. He sunned you. He made you look like the slave that he think you are. You was trying to talk about Tom Brady. If y'all didn't see the thing, Tom Brady had lost last Sunday, and they were trying to talk about Tom Brady. Shannon was saying Tom Brady too old, and he need to get out of there because he's scared to get hit. And how you gonna be in the NFL where the primary thing is to hit somebody, and you scared to get hit? Then you need to get your ass out of the NFL. And so that's all he was saying. Like, nigga, he ain't good this year. Y'all can talk about all the shit that he did in the past, but this year, this nigga sucked, which is right. Now, Shannon Sharpe being a Hall of Famer, an NFL Hall of Famer, and 3-time Super Bowl champion, there's very few people who are more qualified to talk about football than him, especially a quarterback and a receiver, because he was a receiver. He was a tight end, but a tight end is just a big-ass receiver. So he can talk about Tom Brady as a receiver and his game with an intelligence that this fool Skip can't talk about. But y'all know when these athletes do these shows with these people, with these journalists who's never played in their real life or played very little or amateur sports, they can't call them out on TV. That's part of the contract, because you would fuck up the show. Because then you're taking down the credibility of the star of the show or the people on the show. So why would anybody watch it if the athlete is calling the credibility into question of the people who are supposed to be these experts, these so-called experts who ain't never played a game in their goddamn life but sat back and peeped it and watching? Oh shit, nigga, I know, I got it. Oh nigga, I got it. I was right here, my nigga. I got it, nigga. I know everything there is to know about every sport there ever was, just watching. So this motherfucker, they're going off. He talking about Tom Brady, and Skip is trying to give Tom Brady all these excuses and shit of why. Well, it was the defense. He was going up against a great defense and all this and that. When Shannon said, well, because it was 28-0 in the first half, Shannon goes, well, why wasn't it 28-28? If Tom Brady is so good, he could have made it 28-28. And so they're going back and forth, and then Skip goes, well, I'm talking. It's my turn to talk. Am I talking? He did him like that. Yo, I'm talking. It's my turn to talk. Am I talking? Like, first of all, nigga, who the fuck are you talking to like that? I promise you that's what Shannon wanted to say, but he couldn't say it. He had to zip his ass up and shut the fuck up. He said, he shut up, right? He's going off about him, boom, boom, boom. Then Skips goes, you're just mad because he's 45 and he's playing at a high level and you had to retire at 35. Making it seem like this Caucasian dude is some super athlete that this nigga, Shannon Sharpe, who can still bench 500 pounds right now. Shannon Sharpe is getting in the gym right now and bench 500. That fool a monster. Making it seem, though, that this fool Tom Brady is some type of physical miracle that Shannon Sharpe is not. But he plays a position where he don't get hit at all. So he goes, he's calling his, what's the name into question, right? So he's like, Skip, how you gonna degrade me? So he basically just demeaned him, sunned him, like, you ain't no Tom Brady. That's what he told him. He said, you ain't Tom Brady. He's like, wait a minute. He said, I got 3 Super Bowls and I'm a Hall of Famer. Skip goes, so? Like, what, motherfucker? You ain't never played a game of football in your bitch-ass little punk bitch nigga life, nigga. And you trying to tell me, a professional who's made a career and living and fed my family doing it, and went down as one of the greatest of all time at my position doing this shit, and you gonna try to tell me, yeah, Shannon, that's what you get, bitch. That's called karma. That's called karma, nigga. And I hope Kyrie saw this. And I hope Kyrie was sitting back watching, yeah, they get him, Skip. Fuck that nigga. I hope he was back with his popcorn chilling. watching you get destroyed and sunned. Man, he made you look like the biggest bitch. And he could not say nothing back. He could not come back at him. Why? Because Skip owns the show. That's Skip's show. Well, Fox owns the show, but it's Skip's show. And he asked Shannon to come on. Fox didn't ask him to come on. He asked Shannon to come on. So Shannon probably about to leave the show. If this nigga got any type of balls, you don't let nobody talk to you like that and you stay there. That's a hell to the no. So if you stay there, Shannon, you still there after, I'm going to give you about a good 6 months to a year. It takes a little while to hook up a new show. But if you still there in about 6 months or sick nigga, we know you the fuck nigga that we thought you was. But that's called karma. And I'm not mad at it because you were talking crazy about Kyrie out here. And the universe just brought it right back around your ass, nigga. That's what you get. So, fuck Shannon Sharp. Then, and I like Shannon. This is the fucked up thing. I actually like Shannon. But when you go against your people like that, you start motherfucking kissing white dick, the tips of white dick, nigga, Caucasian dick, in order to demean and take down your own people, you done messed up. You done lost it. And I like Shannon. But boy, you did the wrong thing. And the universe drove a truck, semi-truck, with karma painted on the side of it, drove it right up your ass, nigga. That's what you get. So, after that, did y'all see last week? This happened like right after the live stream. Dave Chappelle did a show in San Francisco, and he bought Elon Musk out, and they booed that nigga. They booed Elon, and Dave Chappelle said, "Oh, y'all must be all the people that he fired that's in the audience." So fucking hilarious. So they booed the shit out of the nigga. Then Dave Chappelle said, "Hey, y'all can't be booing this nigga. He bought me a jetpack for Christmas." That shit. Dave Chappelle is funny as shit. Nigga say he bought me a jetpack for Christmas. So hilarious, Dave Chappelle is, but he tried to stop it. So the reason this backlash is coming out is because, again, Elon is dropping all this Twitter file shit. Now, I know most of y'all will be out there, nigga, Elon is a front man for this and front man for that, and he does it. Y'all ain't got no proof of that. When you got proof of that, show it to me, then I'll fuck with that. Other than that, right now, the thing that's going on right now is they're trying to take away your free speech. And that nigga is fighting for it. And you say, well, that's all a front. He's just a distraction. What's the distraction? What's the distraction? I want to know. What's the real shit he doing? That he got all this time to do a real goddamn conspiracy over here while he using, well, every single day, this nigga is literally at the goddamn office. You can find him anywhere at his work. Where is this nigga finding all the time to fake like he's doing the good shit, but really planning all this fuck shit in the background? I want to see that. When you show it to me, I'll fuck with you. All that Neuralink shit, I don't fuck with that. But y'all don't even know the Neuralink can't even move a nigga leg right now. That shit is still 20 years off. Y'all be talking about this nigga gonna control everybody's brain with the Neuralink. Nigga, he can't move a toe with the Neuralink right now. And y'all worried about that shit. Right now, though, what's happening is this nigga is exposing the goddamn the industry, the man. And nobody's watching. They hiding all this shit. They ain't on none of this shit is on mainstream TV. None of it. This nigga just dropped last night, like I said, about how Twitter was a subsidiary of the federal government. These niggas was they were having weekly meetings with the DHS, the DOJ, the FBI, and the Office of Department of National Intelligence. That's like the CIA domestically, because y'all know the CIA, and they were working with the CIA too, but the CIA is not supposed to work domestically. That's one of their rules, their laws. The CIA can't operate domestically. They're only supposed to operate on foreign ground. So the Office of the Department of National Intelligence is like the CIA that can work domestically, right? So they working with all these niggas. They literally was a goddamn government agency giving over all your damn shit. But they were really just pointing to people. Take that down. Take that down. We don't like this. Did you see this over here? Take that down. Nope, we don't. That's bullshit right there. Take that. They were just doing that, which is against the law. That's against your constitutional rights, y'all. Do y'all understand that? Y'all don't. Nobody is outraged by this shit because y'all have been lulled to sleep over your constitutional rights. So nobody's really tripping. Y'all like, all right, man, whatever, nigga. I don't care. And as long as you do that, the government says, oh, they ain't give a shit. Let me take some more, nigga. Let me take some. And they keep on taking. They keep doing the pat down. How many of y'all been in the hood? And y'all had to pat down. Anybody ever happened to anybody? Yo, Johnny, appreciate you. I can't see the full name on there, but thank you, Johnny. Y'all ever had to pat down? The pat down, you know the pat down from Friday. So that's some real shit out here in LA. I don't know if it's anywhere else. But if you live in a gang hood and a gangster think you some bitch, he think you soft, you gonna get one of these. What you got on my, you gonna get the pat down. That's what's gonna happen. And so that's what the government is doing to you with your rights. They hey, what you got on my rights? They patting you down for your rights, and they're doing in your pocket, digging in there, digging all in your, and you ain't saying nothing. Anybody from the hood, no. Nigga walk up and say, what you got on my shit? You tell what we doing right now? We about to scrap, nigga? Ain't no, you don't even answer that question. What you got on my, I got these motherfucking hands on your shit. What's up? I got these hands on your drink. Other than that, you better get out my face. That's what goes down. If you don't do that, you're going to get the pat down. You're going to get the going in the pocket. You're going to get the going down. It's going to go everywhere. That's what the government is doing to your rights right now, y'all. And y'all are just sitting back chilling. Like Red. Why you tripping, Debo? That's y'all. Y'all niggas is Red. Why you tripping, Debo? Shut your bitch ass up before I knock you. That's what that nigga Debo told Red. He said, shut your punk ass up before I knock you the fuck out. Shout out to Red, DJ Pooh. That was the greatest role. But the government is Debo and y'all Red. And though this is what the Twitter files have been released, they don't like that. This nigga Elon is exposing the whole shit. This nigga said in a 2-hour Q&A. Like, this nigga was trying to hide something. This nigga was in a 2-hour Q&A with 100,000 people. 100,000 people were in the room. It was like maybe a couple hundred who was on stage and able to ask him questions. But he answered every question for 2 hours. They asked that nigga all kind of shit. Now, if this nigga was hiding some shit, that nigga, you don't open yourself up to a 2-hour Q&A. But this nigga did that shit. And you see why he's public enemy number one, because he took the government agency that they were the government's main tool of control to the point where these niggas is looking at this nigga's citizenship. They trying to get this nigga deported. They're looking into Elon's citizenship, how he filled out his citizenship, to see if this nigga fucked up anything in his citizenship, to see if they can take the nigga's citizenship away. This nigga pissed off the wrong people, pretty much. The FBI, the DOJ, this nigga pissed off all the intelligence agencies in the government. So this nigga comes out after he get booed. This nigga said, the woke mind virus must be defeated. There's nothing else that matters. Meaning this shit, the whole fuckery that the government and all these people are trying to push, we're taking up your rights and trying to shut you up so they can push this bullshit on you. This nigga is on a mission against that. Now, if you got any other evidence to the contrary, please make a video and show it. Present your evidence, all y'all conspiracy theorists. I want to see it, because otherwise, nigga, I don't want to hear nothing about the other shit that he doing that we ain't got to fuck with, that ain't happening right now. What's happening right now is this nigga is trying to secure your free speech. He's trying to fight for free speech. Unless you trying to do that too, nigga, don't be saying shit. Because he trying to fight for your right to say that he a fuck nigga. He fighting for your right to say that he got some fuckery going. Now, nigga, yeah, nigga, if anybody's want to fight for my right to call you a bitch ass nigga, hey, nigga, I might have to fuck with you, nigga. Wait a minute, I just called you a bitch ass nigga, and you want to fight for my right to say, hey, nigga, let's go holler, nigga, for a second. All the other fuck shit you got going, we'll deal with that when it pop off. Nigga, this freedom of speech shit, which is happening right now, y'all better deal with that, or your rights, or that shit is going to be gone. It's going to be gone. So, get in that game, because there are a few people fighting. There are a few melanated people fighting, absolutely. There's a few here and there, but we don't know. We're not in this fight. We're not in this world where we're fighting on this. A lot of us don't even see it because we're so much into our own bubbles. We're into our own echo chambers and shit like that. But your freedom of speech it's a reason it's the first damn fucking amendment in the Constitution. It's the most important one. Which is why they trying to take it from you. The government was just shutting down shit just based off of just stupid stuff. They were flagging people and banning them for just dumb shit. Well, people for joking. They were joking about the pandeezy and the cupcake, and they were like, well, you know, this is too funny. This joke is really funny. It may get, you know, a little viral, or it may get a lot of recognition. So we don't want to give it any push. So ban that right there, ban this right here, ban that. Do y'all understand? This is China. They trying to turn America into China on you niggas. And you're letting them do it by sitting back and being apathetic to this shit. Don't do that. Get in the game, man. Don't let this nigga Elon be the only nigga doing this shit. This nigga ain't even from a fucking America, but he gonna be fighting harder for freedom of speech and constitutional rights than you? Come on, yeah. Come on, y'all. And like I said, if this is used for a goddamn distraction, this is the greatest goddamn distraction of all time, because this nigga went from, how do you go from a nigga who was the most loved nigga in the world before April, and now you the most hated nigga? What kind of conspiracy theorist turns himself into the target, the evil devil of the world, if his mission is to do some fuck shit to the world? Wouldn't you just remain in the background, the most loved nigga in the world, and then do that shit if you had a conspiracy against the world? Wouldn't you do that? You remain in the shadows as the most loved nigga in the world and then do your fuck shit? Other than, hey, everybody, I'm the devil. I'm the motherfucking dude. And do that shit and then say, hey. And I know you said, well, the devil has to tell you who he is. This motherfucker Elon been out here for the longest time. And all of a sudden, he just became the devil when he bought Twitter. That's when he became the devil. As soon as he bought Twitter, they turned that nigga into the devil. And you don't think there's a coincidence? And then they go and try to take this nigga's citizenship away? This nigga pissed off the wrong people. For sure. But like I said, excuse me. But like I said, it's up to us to fight back and not let other people do the fighting for us. So, you know what I say, fuck all these people. I'm going to say fuck them all. Honestly, nobody should be doing the fighting for you. Elon, fucking Obama, fucking Trump, fucking Miss Obama, Malcolm X, but nobody, Farrakhan, nobody should be doing your fighting for you other than you. Stop using people as a surrogate for your activism in the world. You have to be active. You got to get your fucking ass up to be heard and say, well, you know what? Nigga, Farrakhan said that shit better than I did, nigga, so I'm just going to let Farrakhan talk. Because that nigga, he talks better than me. He's more articulate. He's smarter. So I'm just going to let him handle that because, you know, he represents me. No, you represent you. So get off your asses, everybody. And I had some people who joined the Know Your Rights Foundation in the interview this week that said they've been listening for a long time at me yelling at them to get involved, and that's what made them get involved. So I'm going to keep yelling at y'all motherfuckers. Get your ass up. Damn it. That shit is working. Get up. I'm going to make you feel guilty about you not getting off your ass. So, while that's popping, America is going to ban TikTok. Y'all better get, all y'all TikTok niggas better get it out quick. You better get the last of your TikTok shit out. All your little goofy ass TikToks and all that shit, get it out. because TikTok is out of here. It's a weapon. If y'all don't see that, it's a weapon. American TikTok, Chinese TikTok over there, where they promote intelligence and stuff like that, and they only allow you to be on it for 45 minutes a day. That's the only time you can use TikTok over in China, 45 minutes. Whereas America, you can be on that shit all day. And they reward bad behavior. Or what's the term I'm looking for? Just debaucherous behavior, where you're not, it's mindless information. They reward that. They want you to keep putting that shit out. Your post goes up. It gets more views. The stupider it is, the dumber it is, you get more views. As long as you're not talking shit about China. As soon as you say China, nigga, they fuck your ass up. Because the Chinese government runs it. And if y'all got TikTok still by now, after that shit came out on Joe Rogan, that they record everything on your phone. Just by having TikTok on your phone, you allow them to take all the information off your phone. They even record your strokes on your keystrokes. How you move your hand across your keystroke. Specifically you. So they're getting different people. Everybody's keystrokes are different. So they're recording individual people's keystrokes. Why the fuck you need that information? Why you need to know how I swipe my keys on my phone? But they recording all of that. And just by having the app on your phone, in the terms of service, you say you agree to TikTok doing that. Or ByteDance, which is the parent company of TikTok, ByteDance, and ByteDance is linked with the Chinese government, the CCP. So they're just the arm of the CCP. So TikTok, the Democrats and the Republicans, they agreed on a bill to ban TikTok. So basically, the only obstacle to this shit now is going to be Biden, who's in bed with China. So if he vetoes the bill, China got this nigga's balls in their wonton soup. They got Biden ball wontons. they got, excuse me. They got it at their restaurant. Y'all hear me with this mucus shit? That's this Dr. Russell cleanse. He got something called mucus cleanse. He has some herbs that cleanses mucus out of your shit. So that's what's going on. Again, thank you, Dr. Russell. But that's what y'all hear is this mucus coming up from the cleanse, and the herbal mucus cleanse. So y'all it's on his website if y'all want the mucus cleanse. The thing is about this big little vial thing. You put it in your thing. Go to russellherbals.com. Get the mucus cleanse. This is a year's worth of turkey burgers coming up, y'all. This is a year's worth of 2 turkey burgers a day. That's not even an exaggeration. I would eat about 2 turkey burgers a day, at least, from Burger Lounge. Shout out to Burger Lounge. But that's what's coming back up. So that's why y'all hear me coughing like this. Well, I'm not even coughing. It's like it's the mucus is just like, it's crazy. So that's what's going on there. But please get TikTok off your phone, because they are spying on you. They're taking off all your information and recording it and putting it down. And that's about to get wiped out. And if it doesn't, we know that Biden is in the pocket of the CCP if they don't wipe out TikTok. Now, all you people, the youth in America is gonna go crazy. If they're not allowed to have TikTok, we're gonna really see an uproar. Now, I want to see what happened. I want to see when they ban TikTok, we're gonna see if this is a psyop. If these niggas were psychologically addicted, in which they are, but we're going to see how much they were addicted to TikTok with the withdrawal. If they start having crazy-ass withdrawal symptoms from not being able to go on TikTok, oh, nigga, this is going to be crazy. It's going to get way crazier than y'all think. So that's a good thing that they're trying to ban TikTok, because TikTok has contributed nothing but fuckery, especially to America, since they bought it out. You can get good information on TikTok too. Depends on where you go. There are some good clips about some information for sure. I've seen them. I've seen some dope clips that brothers are breaking down about information. Absolutely. But for the most part, it rewards the fuckery that you do. So we need to get that pretty much out of here. And then, did y'all see the law? There's a new law in Indiana, everybody, that allows you to bust on the Popo. Did y'all see that? So this is in Indiana. Now, will they pick this law up in other states? I don't know. They already have these type of laws in some states where if the police or if the Popo, they unlawfully enter your property, which they shouldn't do anyway. Just so you know, if a police officer unlawfully enters your property, they have no more right to be on their property than anybody, than a stranger, just a regular civilian. So you can trespass a police officer for being on your property if they don't have a warrant, just so y'all know. And there's two types of warrants. There's an arrest warrant, there's a search warrant. An arrest warrant is only for the person who's mentioned in the arrest warrant. If that person does not live at your house, that person is not there, you don't have to let the police officers in, you don't have to open the door. That person is not there. A search warrant, police can search the property, but only for the areas, the places that are mentioned in the search warrant. Right? So these are two different things. But if they enter your property unlawfully, you can trespass them. You can say leave, and if they don't leave, then that's trespass. Just so you know, a trespass is when a person tells you to leave. If you're on somebody's property, business, private property, business, or residential, they tell you to leave, and you either don't leave or you leave and come back. Then you're trespassed. You just can't say, I don't want you on my property. You're trespassing, and it's against the law. You have to give a person notice first, right? Before they know that they've done anything wrong. So when you say, I don't want you on my property, you have to leave. If they don't leave, then they're trespassed. That's the same thing for police. If you do that to police, you can trespass them and then sue them for not leaving. Now, Indiana said, hey, nigga, we're going to take it a step further. This bitch-ass nigga don't leave your property, take out the motherfucking 4-4 and go. That's what Indiana said. You got a right to take out the blicky and start busting on them if they enter your property unlawfully and trying to cause some shit. So, Indiana, y'all bold out there, boy. Hey, Indiana, y'all some gangsters out in Indiana. Holy shit. Goddamn. That's all I gotta say. Goddamn, Indiana. Holy shit, man. When the rest of the country gonna catch up? Because the Popo, if they know, they just can't barge into your property like that. Or if they barge into your property, they may catch one, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 20. They may be like, hey. They may just look around. They may look around a little bit. Try to look through the door. Try to look and see if they can see him. No, you better not come your ass up on here. And that means even if they enter your property and within the front yard, all of that's your property. And that means unlawfully, meaning without a lawful reason to be there. Something that's backed by the law. You and people in Indiana, don't do it. I'm not saying to do this. Please don't go out there and be like, well, I heard this on nigga, I'm just relaying information I heard in Indiana news. Indiana, this is in Indiana only now. I don't say do this. I'm saying Indiana said, the government in Indiana said, y'all have a right to defend your property if the Popo enters your property unlawfully. Now, you can make your own decision and you do whatever the hell you want. But Indiana law said you got a few options. That's all I'm saying. So you got a couple of options you might want to look at. If it gets rowdy, you don't just do that off the bat, you know what I'm saying? Because you might get popped. They got blickies too. They got more blickies than you. So don't use that as your first option. Only use that as if your life is in danger. Maybe. But knowing the law, see, this is what knowing the law does. This is what knowing the law does. I just gave y'all a little bit on trespass, on what trespassing was. And the reason I did that is because a lot of times, if you're in a public place and or a private business, but in a public place, in a private business, and so the business wants you trespass, they'll say, well, they'll call the police. Just say if the business calls the police, they want you trespass, and the police say, well, they show up, and they don't tell you. Say the business doesn't tell you that they want you gone, but they just call the police on you to have them to come get you. When the police comes and they say, well, the owner wants you trespassed, let me get your ID. You don't have to give them your ID, because that's called a formal trespass. When a police officer takes your information and writes it down so that if you come back, then they can come and arrest you and shit like that. That's called a formal trespass. Now, that's only possible if you refuse to leave, or if you've been told to leave. If you've been told to leave, you have to be told to leave first. And then if you refuse to leave, then you can be formally trespassed. Or if you come back after being told to leave, then you can be formally trespassed, where you have to give up your ID. Otherwise, you don't have to give a police officer shit. But they'll make it seem like you do. They'll sit back and make it seem like you got to give up all the information, boo-boo. But see, this is what knowing the law does. You would sit back, a lot of y'all would just give up your information no matter what. Let them violate your rights, all of that bullshit. Again, they don't have any recourse to violate your rights, y'all. They have nothing that you don't give them. Come on, y'all, get out there. Y'all know the game. We told you about this right here. Y'all know the game. Get your information. Join up with the people already who are mashing out. They're learning the law. We have got 100 and something people signed up to the Know Your Rights Foundation. We are doing it. They have answered the call. That's a lot of people for us to deal with right now, but we only gonna get bigger. So goddamn, we can't worry about that right now. We are mashing out. We want a law army in this bitch. A law army, where we armed with all the information that we need to know to smash on this goddamn government with the law. Because that's what they respect. They respect paperwork. They don't respect you out in the damn street. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. All of that bullshit. They don't respect. They don't give a shit about that. Nigga, they'll DoorDash you some food to one of your events. They don't give a shit so damn much. Hey, nigga, y'all, you want a burger? Y'all want some pizza? Y'all good? What you want? You vegan? Okay. Hey, get this nigga a vegan pizza. And nigga, they will cater your goddamn march. They don't give a shit so much. But when you start implementing that paperwork, you start talking about them laws. Remember, the police officers only go to school for 3 to 6 months to learn the law. 3 to 6 months. That's it. So they don't know anything. And they sit up here and when they pull you over, they act like they know everything about the law, but they know nothing. 3 to 6 months? That is insane. We got people who have been in here in the Know Your Rights and the police stop law classes for 6 months. Smash on a police officer. So get on over there. Make sure you get the constitutional rights card or the qualified immunity card. That lets them know they lose that qualified immunity when they violate your constitutional rights, and they knowingly do it, which is why you alert them that they're in danger of violating your constitutional rights. And then you get it on camera. Boom, you got them. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. So that's how you get the Popo. Right there, right? It comes with this right here. This is the qualified immunity notice. This is the laws that back that up so that the police officers know that you're not playing. They know where you get that from. They can't say that you're making this up. Nope, I got this right out of the law book. Right here, right? So it says all the laws in the front and the back. So you have these 3. You keep these 3 in your car. They pull you over. They say, you hand them your stuff. You say, I don't answer questions. And here you go. And people have been doing this, and the Popo have been like, hey, see you later, buddy. I'm out. So shout out to those people who've been using this. We need to get most of y'all using this. We need to get most of you guys knowing your rights, really. But also using these so that the police officers see that their time of mashing you out or violating your constitutional rights is over, then go out and get this book right here. This tells you everything that you need to know about traffic stops and Terry stops. Know your rights manual. We're out here. We're doing this, y'all. This is not going. We're not gonna stop. We not gonna stop. So I know I'm talking to somebody who's been on the fence about it. Y'all been thinking, damn, man, I should have got into it, because most of the people we talk to in the Know Your Rights interviews, they be like, man, I've been listening to you for a couple of years, and you've been telling me to get involved, and I finally did it. Well, maybe this is the week for you. God damn it, get your ass up and learn these goddamn rights. Then here's that public official bond book. This is the bonds or police insurance, that you know how to go file a claim on their police bond. So we just saw in police stop law class last week, this police officer mashed on this guy for no reason. Literally, he snatched him up for no reason. He had no reason to snatch the dude up. So the brother, he goes to jail. He had to spend a few days in jail, like 30 something hours in jail, all this and that. He gets out. Now he wants to sue the police officer. He literally did absolutely nothing. The police officer made everything up. We saw it all on camera. Now this dude's case is still it's still ongoing. The prosecutors haven't dropped it yet. He wants to implement a lawsuit, but his lawsuit is gonna have to wait and take about at least a year to 2 years before he gets it done. The bond, you can go after a police officer's bond the next day, or even the day they violate your constitutional rights. You can go. You don't gotta wait, and you get whatever money is attached to that bond. $75,000. 70 to 75,000 usually is the lowest one. Sometimes they're 50, but every single time they violate your constitutional rights, you can place a claim on the bond for that amount of money each time. So, and you don't have to wait 1 to 2 years. So, right here, get your rights. Oh, then we got. Oh, sorry, we got the flashcards. I know we got these right here. This is the Cliff Notes. Everybody loving the flashcards. I love that you're loving the flashcards. We're just going to keep these going. Create different collections of these. We have the law. I know I've been saying that the law and government flashcards have been coming out, but we've been doing so much. We've been doing a whole lot trying to get these volunteers straight. So the flashcards have taken a minute. But by the beginning of the year, beginning of next year, we're going to have volume 2 to the flashcard, the law and government flashcards. But make sure you get on over there, get those, and then boom. And then right here, we got, these are the exemption letters. This is the liability notice. Lets their job know that if they force you to get the crack scene, the cupcake, that they're liable for every second that the cupcake remains in your body. And this has all the adverse effects that goes along with the cupcake. And that comes along with, the notice right here. And this is the religious exemption. So we have 2. So this is the liability notice, and this is the religious exemption, because you're religious and you're against abortions. You're against abortions, and they used aborted fetal Charmin in the cupcakes. So you're against that religiously. So boom, this is how you protest against that. So either one of these are on the Know Your Rights, the knowyourrights.foundation.org website. You can get these individually, and also it comes with the P.F. Heiser Bakery report. This is lets them know. This is just a smidgen of the report that tells them, that tells whoever you're trying to give this to, that 1,223 people kicked the bucket within the first 4 days. So they can't force you to get it when their own report shows that people kicked the bucket in the first 4 days. How can they force you to get it? They can't. So this is how you armor up. You armor up with the law. We're doing this, y'all. We're not going to stop teaching you guys the law. We're going to keep doing it. All right? And you can get the whole police stop law package for free. You order the Great Book of Melanin Research. Go to realnagas.com. Order the hard copy. All right? And I will give you the police stop law package for free. All right, so what I'm going to do, I haven't done this in a minute. I haven't thrown this in here. So if y'all order the package, I'm doing this for the solstice sale. This is the solstice sale, right? Because we got this race. We got the winter solstice coming up. I will give you both of these. All right. This is only until the winter solstice, to the 21st. So y'all do the math. From today to the 21st, which is winter solstice, if you order the hard copy Great Book of Melanin Research, I will throw both of these, the anti cupcake notices in the package. All right. So that's only for the solstice. We got to celebrate the solstice, and this time I'm doing it. So I will throw this in there, hook y'all up for free, and give you the notices. All right. So that's all I got, everybody. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Thank everybody for hitting the super chat. And also thank all my mods. That's Gwendolyn Minor, Letitia, Mel, Brian, and Jason. Appreciate y'all. And I'm about to get out of here. I am hungry, but I got to do this first. Dang it. Y'all see what I got to get into? Y'all see what I got to leave? Man, this is... Dang it. Can't wait till I get off this shit. But appreciate y'all, everybody, for showing up. Man, I love y'all. Thank everybody for all your support. And make sure you get over to knowyourrightsfoundation.org if you want to volunteer. We need all, hey, we're teaching the law for free. So you ain't got nothing to say after that. We're teaching you for free. Not only have we compiled, we've gotten a place that compiles the most pertinent information that you need to know about the law to learn from, but we've given it to you for free. So ain't no damn excuses now. All the excuses that you had is out the door. It's all on you now. So hit us up. We will teach you the law for free. But you got to bring your own motivation. That's it. I'm out. Thank everybody. Deuces.